Hello everyone, welcome to Tips for Tired Parents, and this is our second session. And what we're looking at in this session is understanding what's important to us and to our children. So it's important to understand that we are always trying to meet needs in any action that we do. And what's important to us is another way of saying human needs. So what are human needs? Well, these are the things without which our well-being suffers. If we don't have them, our well-being will suffer. Let's have a look at some of them. These are our needs. Have a little look at the list. Well-being and peace. And that includes things like food, safety, movement, rest, integration. And then we've got expression, truth, and power. And that includes things like creativity and play, very important for children. Humor, choice. Again, that's another big one for kids. Gratitude, autonomy. And then we have love and connection, which includes things like kindness and care, understanding, empathy, presence, acknowledgement, respect. All of these are super important for children. Community, belonging, inclusion, support, trust. And of course, they're all important for us, and they're all important for all of our community. So let's have a look at one of these needs. And the important thing to understand is that there is a difference between the need that we've just been looking at, those list of beautiful words, and the strategy or the way that we meet this need. So for example, to meet my need for support, these are some of the ways I do it. I have regular support calls with friends and colleagues. I lend people things if they need them or ask to borrow. So support is kind of, there's a give and a take with support. My need is met if I'm giving support, and my need is met if I'm receiving support. And that's true for many of the needs, actually, because we are connected human beings. So another way I meet my need for support is I check up on people if they're having a hard time. So that's me giving support. So I'm still meeting my need for support, that it's flowing in the world, that everyone has support. And another way I meet my need for support is to ask for people to help me out with childcare. That's me receiving support. How do you meet your need for support? Let's see if you can think of a couple of ways that really bring support into your life. So why is this important, that we understand the difference between the need and the strategy or the way to meet the need? Because if we can highlight the need, we can validate that need, even if we don't like the strategy that someone is using. It's a bit like saying, I love you, but I don't love what you're doing. I can see that you have a need for autonomy, and I don't like that you did what you did. And this way we can acknowledge someone and validate them and see that they're possibly trying to do their best, but we don't like the outcome because it doesn't work for me or for other people. And conflict will always happen around the strategies that people use. It's not about the need, but it's the strategy that they use where there is conflict. So let's think about children. Let's think about the needs that children are trying to meet in these situations. So first one, a child is nagging you to buy a toy. Might be needing play, might be needing newness, novelty. They might be needing attention, the nagging. They might be needing connection with you. You might be really, really tired and you're not playing with your child, and so they want a toy instead, but actually they need connection. A child refuses to sleep on their own and wants to sleep with you. Yeah, might be needing safety, warmth, connection, attention. A child refuses to go to nursery. Again, possibly safety, possibly choice, possibly peace. If the nursery is really, really loud and overwhelming, they might need some peace. A child doesn't want to share a toy. Well, obviously play. They need play. They need choice about when they play. They might be needing to play in peace. a bit of peace and quiet and not to have to share. Just want to get on with playing. Play is, that's going to come up a lot, the need for play. And this one, two children are arguing about a game and suddenly one child hits another. So what is the child who did the hitting? What need are they trying to meet? So let's say that they were arguing about who can play or the rules of the game or something. And again, the child wants to play. And, the communication is just getting a bit complicated and the child might not know how to deal with that. So they're probably needing peace as well. And they just want an end to this complicated situation that they feel out of their depth in. So they hit the child to go away. Obviously, that's not okay, but they want peace, kind of paradoxically. So here are the situations again with how we can use this in communication with children. So the first one about nagging to buy a toy. Are you needing new ways of having fun and playing? The one about the child refusing to sleep on their own. Are you needing to feel safe? Are you needing my warmth as you go to sleep? Again, we're just sort of validating the child's reality. We're not saying we agree with it. It might not be doable, but we still can validate them on that level of needs. A child refuses to go to nursery. Are you feeling scared and lonely and needing to play in peace and quiet? So here we're bringing in what we looked at last week about naming feelings. A child doesn't want to share a toy. Are you needing to play in peace? Do you feel angry when you have to share a toy? You just want to play. You just want to choose when to play. And the two children arguing and suddenly one hits another. Were you feeling frustrated? Were the angry words hurting you? Were you needing peace and wanting this child to go away? So this is how we can use these words. And, it doesn't mean that we are going to do what the child wants to do, because we have responsibility. We have commitments like child going to nursery, but still we can take that moment to acknowledge the child's reality. So we're not in guessing what's important for the child. We're not agreeing with their choice or condoning their behavior, but we are believing that they are doing their best and that they might not have the best strategies yet to deal with life. And until a child has a sense that we understand their reality, they won't take the step to understand someone else's. So I hope that's all been helpful. And I invite you now to take a moment just to reflect either on what we've just covered or what's going well at the moment in your life, in your parenting life, with your partner, with your family, with your community, and something that's maybe going a bit tough at the moment, just to acknowledge that to yourself. And you can even make a feeling and need guess to yourself of, yeah, you're really needing some peace and quiet right now. I hope that's helpful and see you for the next one.